Namaste friends, my name is Satya Huber from Austria. Welcome to PMC channel. Today there is a senior most master with us to wisdom sharing by her reading spiritual books. Today's second principle, first principle we have spoken, Ramesh Gajala was spoken yesterday from Germany. Today is Divya Nadimpalli is from Dallas. Actually, she was born in India, but she is living in Dallas in America. Today is this grandmaster sharing with us her wisdom through the books, how she was transformed her life. Then just before going to session, before we are live, before going to the wisdom sharing, just let us know about, talk about a few words about Divya, about the Master Divya. Master Divya Nadimpalli, a physical therapist by profession and certified meditation teacher by passion. She has overcome teenage depression, fueling her passion for spirituality and personal growth. As co-founder of Meditation Magic, she promotes meditation, plant-based living, and pyramid energy. She holds an MBA in healthcare management, blending healthcare and meditation to inspire others. A dedicated supporter of PSSM and the Omega Pyramid meditation project in Dallas. Divya also co-founded Mindful Masters Toastmasters Club. Fostering leadership, she balanced her career, family life with her husband, Kanishka, and 2 sons, and an adventurous spirit, trekking up to Everest Base Camp. Recognized as OV's Mentor of the Year, she continues to empower communities through meditation, manifestation, and spiritual service. So this is about her. She is a very great master and a physical therapist, founder of Meditation Magic, certified meditation teacher. So no more, don't wait more. The Master Divya, please welcome to the PMC channel. Please share your wisdom with us. We are waiting for you. Thank you so much, Divya. Master Divya, please.
Thank you so much, Satya, for inviting me today. Hi, Swati. Hi, everyone. We have one more person in the call. I would like to know who that is, and please come on the video if possible. It says Fire Tablet 879 something. Please come on the video if you can. And to begin with, so my name is Divya Nadimpalli, and I have been into spirituality since the year 2002. That's when I met Patriji. I was a teenager back then. I was pursuing my intermediate education in the small town called Vijayawada in South India, near to Guntur district. So back then, that was the first time I moved away from my parents to get into intermediate education, and I felt very, very lonely at that time because I was away from my parents. I have no friends, and the education is so very fast paced, and it was so intense, and I had so much of stress throughout the day. I had long study hours. I used to take so many classes throughout the day, and it was so much of pressure and stress on me. And that took a toll on me, like physically, mentally, emotionally. I was not able to sleep at night. I was not able to study well. I was able to focus well. My memory is getting bad. I was going in the downhill. So versus before going to the college, I promised my mother, okay, I'm going to study better. I'm going to achieve good grades. I want to become a doctor. But contrary to that, when I went there, things have become upside down. My grades are going downhill. I was losing my confidence levels. I was unable to focus on studies. So one day I called up my mother and said, Mommy, this is not working for me and I don't want to live anymore. And she asked me, Divya, what happened? Why were you like this? You've never been like this throughout your life. What happened now? Then I explained what I'm going through, and she said, I'll come and meet you next weekend, and we will talk about it. So as promised, she came to my college to meet me, and she came. She was educating me that life is not only about achieving success or studies. We have much more things to do in our life. All those kind of things. So that was something happened that time, and that was I want to tell you in the session, and that was a turning point in my life, my dear friends. So that time she came with a book called Jonathan Livingston Seeger. This book has transformed me so much, and since then I was so much inclined to reading spiritual books. So with this, I want to talk more about the books that have transformed me throughout my life. So Satya, I'm going to share my screen. Let me know if you can see it.
Yeah.
Can you see my screen, Satya?
A picture. Yes, we can see now. Spiritual books.
Ah, okay. Yeah, spiritual books. Can you see it, right?
Yes, yes. The
Okay.
birds are
So
flying
today's
back.
topic,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes. So today's topic is all about spiritual books. And this is the second principle of Patriji, of one of the 18 guiding principles taught by Patriji. The first principle is doing meditation and doing the right meditation technique, which is the Anapanasati meditation or the breath meditation technique. And second most important principle of PSSM or by Patriji is reading right spiritual books. So Patriji once said, spiritual books are the shortcut to enlightenment. So we all seek for enlightenment, right? We all want to attain the moksha, right? This is the key most step for any spiritual seeker. Reading spiritual books is the shortcut of enlightenment. So this specific concept is not only emphasized by Patrici, but also emphasized by so many gurus and so many religions throughout the world. So as Hindus, we emphasize on reading Bhagavad Gita. As Christians, emphasize on reading Bible, and Muslims, Quran, and we have so many spiritual books, right? So every religion emphasizes on reading spiritual books, not only from their specific geography or their own gurus, but also gurus from all over the world, from the east and to the west. So one more such spiritual scientist called Carl Sagan, he said that book is a proof that humans are capable of working magic. So through books, we can turn our life into magical lives, right? And so the importance, the four more objectives of spiritual seekers are: first thing is meditation, second thing is reading spiritual books, third thing is sharing our experiences. So today I'm sharing my journey, what happened, how I got into meditation, how I got inspired by reading this book, how I got transformed by reading some spiritual books. And the fourth more important principle is plant-based diet. So among all these four principles, reading spiritual books is a must. It's a must to do for any spiritual seeker. Okay, so what are the benefits? What happens when we read books, right? People say, I know so many books, I heard so many books, I hear to so many people. Why do I need to read the books? So in spirituality, right, nothing around us changes, but something around inside of us changes. So those things change by reading spiritual books. So our perspective towards life will change when you do in this meditation path and then the path of spirituality. The situation doesn't change outside of us. We have the same husband, same children, same boss, same kind of problems. But how we respond to the situations, how we react, and how we solve our own problems, day-to-day problems changes in spirituality, especially with the knowledge we gain from the spiritual books. So the first most benefit we get through reading books is shifting our own mindset, our perspective, the way we see the life. And it gives an inner strength. Whatever happens in your life, you're able to face it with so much of inner strength that yes, okay, it's okay. This happened to me. It's okay. I can handle this. I can solve this issue all by myself. You take the responsibility in life. The third most thing that happens with reading spiritual books is we heal the inner self, the emotions, and we understand how to deal with our own emotions, and we accept ourselves as we are with all the flaws, with all the negativity, all the wrongdoings we do, right? We accept us as ourselves. It also helps us to elevate our consciousness. We go beyond our physical limitations. We think beyond our own physical body and the human life. So there are the four more benefits that we get through reading spiritual books, my dear friends. Next, I'm going to talk about 10 books. I have read so many books, but among the books I have read, I'm going to talk about 10 main spiritual books that have really shaped my personality, really shaped my life as I am leading now. So the first book I was talking about was Jonathan Livingston Seagull. This is a book my mother got to me when I was in deep depression as a teenager. So my mother was a very great book reader, voracious book reader. She read so many different books. And that time she came to Vijayawada to meet me in my college. And she was reading this book to me, as usual, she used to do in childhood as well. So this book is all about a small bird called Jonathan. It's a seagull bird. So this bird thinks beyond its own herd, like a group of people, other seagulls. It's thinking a little bit differently. So normally seagulls' lifestyle is about they fly to the nearest boat, catch a fish from the fishing boat, and take the fish back to the shore, and they share among all the hundreds of seagulls there. They fight for this small piece of food, and they eat. That's all the life is all about. They do the same thing over and over again. But this small bird, right? Doesn't this lifestyle doesn't make any sense for the small bird. It feels that if I know how to fly high in the sky, if I know how to dive deep into the water to catch a fish, all these problems will be solved from the whole group. That's what this bird is thinking about. So this bird started mastering the technique of flying really high beyond what normal seagull does. So when it started thinking a little bit differently, right? All this, our the bird's family, friends, everybody started judging it. Oh, this is beyond our own belief. This is beyond. This is not being a seagull bird. So-called we name ourselves, right? I belong to this society. I belong to this area. I belong to this caste, right? We give all the tags to our own self. Same thing. This seagull also faces the same struggles, same judgments, and same comparisons with other people in the same in her group. But this seagull from deep inside want to do something different, some to try something and achieve something different, master something that it can really helpful for the whole community. So this seagull goes off from the group, just goes off from the area to different hill, and it starts practicing this technique of flying. So the story, the moral of the story is do not give up. Think differently. Thinking differently is also normal. So go beyond your own limitations. So this story really helped resonated so well to me at that point of time because I was feeling so low about my own self. I was feeling so limited that thinking that I don't have any much intelligence to pursue this degree. I don't have a good capability. My mind is so limited of memorizing things. So all that kind of low negative beliefs and negative thought patterns, all those things happen to that life. So this book really inspired me, thinking that yes, we can go beyond our own limitations. We can go beyond the limitation that what we tag ourselves as a society, in the family or with the friends and teachers, right? So this book really helped me transform my life. And every time I get into low depressive thoughts, right, I remember of this bird. If Jonathan can do this, I can also do it. The small bird can achieve this. Why can't I? I have so many other capabilities than this bird, right? We are humans. We have so much of intelligence. We have so many opportunities. We have so much of knowledge, wisdom, right? If a small bird can do it, even I can do it. That was a mindset this book has given me. And soon after I got into this book, my mother took me to one of the meditation summits organized by PSSM. It's called Dhyana Mahayagnam at that time. Now they're called Dhyana Chakrams. So back then they used to call it Dhyana Mahayagnams. So she took me there and she got introduced me to meditation. I met Patriji, and my whole life transformed. It took a U-turn from that time. And after practicing meditation for 4 to 5 weeks, my mindset fully resetted. So from negative to positive, from confusion to clarity, from limited to unlimitedness, from being fearful to fearlessness. So the whole my perspective of life has transformed. And by the end of my secondary education, I really excelled in my studies. My percentage got about 13 percentage increased from first year to second year of my education. And I did I came out of it flying colors. And that really gave me the strength and the knowledge and the courage, and the confidence that I can lead anything in my life. And that also gave me perspective that just becoming a doctor is not about life. I have much more to do in the life. So it gave me the much more broader perspective of who I am. I'm not just a body alone. I also have a soul, I have a purpose. All this kind of mindset has came into my life through this book. So I'm forever grateful for this book. And at the same year, right, when I went to the Jnana Mahayajnam, one of the senior master gave me the book called um, Nature of Personal Reality, Saith book. Have you guys heard about Saith wisdom? These books are written by Jane Roberts. The other book that came into my life is this Saith book. This book is all about talking about is you create your own reality in life, right? We always blame. If something happens in the life, right? We say, oh, because of my mother, this happened. Because of you, this happened. Because of my boss, I'm like this. Because of my husband, I'm like this. Because of my children, I'm like this. We always go into the blame game. We always point fingers to others. Because of you, this happened, right? But this book is all about I create my own reality, whether it is positive or negative. So this book gave me perspective that so it doesn't matter what happens in the life, you are the responsible person. So once you take responsibility, you will stop blaming things on others. You work on yourself to make the better reality. If something not working on in your favor, you see where it is not working, you act on it, and you make it better and better every single day. So this book will take you from complaints to no complaints, judgments to non-judgments, but blaming to taking responsibility. So that did the same thing to me. So I am a strong believer that whatever happened in my life, I am the responsible person, both good or bad. It's all taking the responsibility on your life. You are the guru. There is no a God higher up saying that, Divya, this is how your life is going to be. There is no like a written scriptures that this is how you're going to lead your life. But you are the creator of your life. You are the writer. You are the director. You are the producer. You are the hero. You are the heroine. You are the villain. Everything is all you in your own life. So this is a wonderful book, my dear friends. All state wisdom books are wonderful books to transform your thinking pattern, how we can change our thoughts and how we can change the reality. The wherever you focus on, that's what it happens in the life. If you focus on more negative aspects, the more negative things happens in your life. If you focus on more positive aspects in your life, the more positive is going to happen. So this book is all about thoughts creating reality. Another wonderful book, my dear friends. So with this book, I turned 365 degrees. My mindset turned very well, and I had a very positive attitude towards life. So after this reading this book, another book came into my life, which is called Soul's Journey. So at this point of life, right, I finished my intermediate education. I graduated from my college doing physical therapist, and I got married, and I came to USA. So being a new relationship took a toll on me again. I got into my low phase again to my life. So we used to have constant fights, arguments, never agreed with each other. So much of turmoil in my life again. So someone said, Divya, have you read this book? Maybe read this book. This may help you. And that's when I was having some relationship issues with myself, with my husband, and that kind of phase of my life. So this book came to my life. This is called Soul's Journey by Peter Richelieu. So this book talks about how we take this human life, how as we souls chose this human life very consciously, how we choose our own life partners, how we choose our own children, how we choose our own boss, or our own mother-in-law, our father-in-law, or our parents, or our friends, right? So this book says that we're all souls. As before even we are born, we choose what this life is going to be, that I'm going to born in this specific family to this specific mother and father to this, and I'm going to marry to this specific person as a husband, and then I'm going to have these specific children as my own children, right? In see, if you see society, right, There's so many millions of men in the world, right? Why did you choose that specific person as your husband? Why did you choose that specific mother-in-law as your mother-in-law, right? We have so many options, right? Why not other people? Why not my husband as your husband? Why not your mother-in-law as my mother-in-law, right? But as a soul, as evolution, the soul's bigger perspective of our journey as a soul, we consciously chose, yes, this is a person that's going to teach me the lesson I have to learn in this life. Only by this person I'm going to learn. I'm going to become a better person. I want to, I'm going to come into spirituality because of the problems I get through these persons or these situations, right? We all need some triggers in the life, right? Only when the triggers come, we take a good step, the next step into our own spiritual evolution. Same thing like me. When I'm depressed, I took the step of learning into meditation. Without being depressed, maybe I will not come into meditation at all and may not be like this person as I am right now. Maybe I'll be a different person without meditation. So this book is all about saying that you yourself chose this life. You yourself consciously, deliberately chose your life partner or your own children or your own family members. So no complaints whatsoever. You are the person who chose it, so this is meant to be happen. Work around it. It gave me so much of great perspective how as souls we choose all these things in our life and how we learn from all these things. So this book is really really wonderful, my dear friends, and read this book. It gives you a whole perspective of the whole life as a humans and as a souls, how we take different life forms and how we go into next life journeys as we take on. So this perspective really helped me that yes, I chose myself, my husband, consciously. So I worked around it. So I used to do more long meditation hours. I used to read so many spiritual books at that time, and I also used to analyze myself. So what went wrong in this day? Why was I fighting? Where was I reacting? In versus where I should respond to him. So what is it that I have trouble with my own self? Right? The thing that came across is I don't accept myself as I am. That's why I was not able to accept him as he is. So the more I worked on myself, the more I was accepting myself as I am, loving myself. I was able to accept him as he is and I'm able to love him as he is. So our relationship got better and better with this perspective. And now we are proud parents of two small boys, Rishi and Agastya. So Agastya is 5 years and Rishi is 10 years old. So this book really opened a petal in my Sahasrara, I would say, about the perspective of human life. So wonderful book, my dear friends. Please read this book. And as I moved on my life, right, and next challenge I came across was getting into my career as a physical therapist. So that time, right, I was having so many self-doubt. And Divya is not good enough. Divya doesn't have enough intelligence to clear the exam for physical therapist. Divya can't do this, that. We all have those negative self-limitations, right? So I do had this. So this book, You Can Heal Your Life by Louise L. Hay, talks about self-love. Unless you love yourself, you can't create the reality that you wanted. So it's a wonderful book, how self love is important for every human being to achieve anything in our life. So the next book, the next challenge I came across is finding a dream job as a physical therapist. I had all the education qualifications, but I was unable to get the job I was looking for. So there's one more book called You Are a Placebo by Dr. Joe Dispenza. He's a he's from Mexico and he's a medical doctor, like a chiropractor doctor. And this person meets with an accident. It's a triathlon. He goes into a training race and there he met the accident and he breaks his lower lower legs from his knee to the ankle into multiple small fragments. And doctor says there is no recovery for this. We can't even operate you because they're so small. We can't. You may end up being the bedbound throughout your life. That was the doctor's. That's what the doctor's report was. But this Dr. Josh Dispenza, right? He came across a technique called visualizations. So he just stays in the bed and he started visualizing how his spine is getting healed, how his fracture is getting healed, all the bones are getting formed into again into normal bones. Just by visualization, he was able to heal himself. Doctors were so surprised looking at the results of the X-ray reports and the MRI reports. All his body parts are started healing better and better. And now he walks and he does so many workshops throughout the world. Joe Dispenza is a very famous spiritual scientist, spiritual leader in this today's world. So this story of Joe Dispenza really inspired me at that point of time. I started visualizing myself, yes, as if I already in this job, as if I'm already going to the office and talking to my boss, helping some patients. I used to visualize all. I used the same technique what Joe Dispenza used, and within a week, I got into my dream job location, and it manifested so well. I got into the job I was looking for. So this is a wonderful book to rewire your mind, rewire your belief system, rewire your thought patterns, and how you can create the future that you wanted. So another wonderful book, my dear friends. Please read this book. The next book is Power of Subconscious Mind. At the same time, I also applied this Power of Subconscious Mind technique. So what we operate in our life is coming from a subconscious mind, then coming from the conscious mind. Conscious mind is the tip of the iceberg. Subconscious mind is the iceberg below the water, the big part of the iceberg, right? Some we as humans, right, we don't think about subconscious mind at all. Whatever we put input, right, mind is taking it so seriously, we don't even aware of. That's why we say that don't listen to negative news, don't talk negatively, don't do some negative things in your life, because subconscious mind is it's like a sponge. It's so adaptive. It takes everything in, and it affects you indirectly or directly, whether you know it or not. It becomes your reality eventually. So I learned this technique. I learned about this, how powerful our minds are, how we can train our subconscious mind to the way we wanted to think. So another one wonderful book. So at this point of time, I was happily married. I'm very good relationship with my family. I got into physical therapy job. And in the year 2018, I felt that I need to go to Everest Base Camp. It's as you all know, right? Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world. And it's it's a it's a
Divya, you are not audible, Divya. Your voice are frozen. Voice frozen. Something is stuck. Stuck. Internet, I think internet problem.
I think internet problem.
Okay, friends, Divya is coming soon. I think some internet problem with her. She's rejoining again. Coming soon. Let's do few minutes meditation. She's coming soon. Hi, Divya. You're,
Satya,
yeah,
can you hear
now
me?
I can hear now. I can
Sorry,
hear.
Satya, something went wrong.
Something
Let me
internet,
know.
yeah. We'll
Sorry.
have the
Can you hear me
sometimes.
okay?
Yeah, it's okay, fine. Continue. The picture also, not
Sorry,
clear.
Swati. Okay, give me 1 more minute, okay? Wait.
Yeah,
You can talk in between. I'll come back in 1 minute.
okay.
Satya, can I do without the video from here?
Yes, Divya. You
Is my
can do.
audio clear, right?
Yeah, your audio is very clear. Yeah. We
Yeah,
have
if I
only.
want to turn the video on, uh, I
Okay.
will come. Can you hear me okay? Is audio okay?
Yes, audio is fine. I can hear. We can
Okay.
hear you. Yes.
All right. Yeah. I think if I turn on the video, that's a problem. So I'll continue without the video for now. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we have only 5 minutes, I think. Yeah. No problem. You can
Yes, yes.
ca- carry.
Yeah. So the book I was talking about is Toltec Four Agreements. So this book talks about four main spiritual principles, like be impeccable with your words, okay, and don't take anything personally, and don't make any assumptions, and always do your best. These four principles, right, really helped me during the Everest Base Camp trek. So I went all by myself to this trek, and I went with a group of other people who joined from different countries, right? And these people who came to the trek were like athletes. They are marathon runners. They are very, very fit, and they have been to so many other treks before they came into the Everest Base Camp trek. But my thing is different. This trek is my first trek. I don't have any much experience about hiking and backpacking, but this is my first trek. That's also a very challenging trek of the world. Okay, so when the first day I met them in Kathmandu, they started judging me. So Divya, they asked me all these questions. So they said, Divya, have you been to other treks before? What is your history? Where you are coming from? All those things. And I said, this is my first trek, and I don't have any experience. Started judging me, saying that, maybe you did it, take a wrong decision. Maybe this is not for you. Maybe you will not make it to the end of the trek. So all those negative talk, right? So I felt very bad that day. I thought maybe I should go back home from the day one, but maybe I should not continue with this trek. And that day after sleeping, right, while I'm sleeping, right, I got this quote from this book, this Toltec Four Agreements, right? Be impeccable with your words. Whatever others say, they'll say whatever they say, right? But you don't take it personally. It is your job whether to take it or not. Let them judge you with whatever they want to judge, but you don't talk negatively about your own self. So that really helped me to regain my energy, regain my confidence back, and I continued the trek the next day. I went to the second day. And like this, right? The 15 days of the trek, something happens in the trek. One of the guide comes to me and say, Divya, I saw you. You're the slowest person in the trek. I saw you struggling. And the next day is going to be even more challenging. Maybe rethink again. Maybe do you want to go home now? So something like that. Everything that comes up, I say, all this agreement comes in. Okay, don't take anything personally. He don't know you. You just met him about few days ago. Maybe just try whatever way, just do your best. Doesn't matter you achieve the result or not. Whether it doesn't matter you go to the end goal or not. Just do your best. So every single day there's something happens in the outside world, and this four principles comes to my life as a rescue, like a weapons, like a tools. No, whatever they're saying is not wrong. You can do it. Just do your best. So throughout this 15-20 days of the trek, these four principles really help me. They are like my weapons to stay strong and stay believing on myself and giving my best, not thinking about the end result, whether I'm going to make it or not. So that really helped me. This book really was a rescue factor, like a Bible to me during those 15-20 days of bed trek. So even now, whatever happens in my life, right, there is something that I'm not following among these four principles. Either I'm taking things too personally, whether I'm having negative self-talk, whether I'm assuming something about others and my own self, and maybe I'm not giving my best among these four principles. I'm not doing something right. When I correct these four principles, right, things will change automatically in my life. Things will go smoothly in my life. So another wonderful book, my dear friends. So to conclude, right, so many people read books, but they don't implement it into their own life. They don't see the possibilities. They don't see the capacity of implementing these books into the daily life, like applying the practical application of this knowledge, right? They don't see that factor. But I will highly encourage you, read a book, whatever you read, just analyze yourself, question yourself. How can I apply this concept to today's life? Not tomorrow or not for about 10 days, 10 years after today, right? About today, how can I make it better? How can I be a better person using this knowledge? So books gives you information, my dear friends. Through information, when we read, it becomes a knowledge, right? When we apply them into a practical life, that's when they become the wisdom. They stay with us for a very long time. That's what we need in this part of spirituality. That's what we need in this part of meditation. So I highly encourage you guys to read any spiritual book. Doesn't matter from India or East and West. Patriji highly encourages to read from every master. Also read books about autobiographies like Gandhiji's or Paramahansa Yogananda. All these autobiographies of yogis, be it Sadhguru, doesn't matter any society. We can learn from anybody in this world. Both masters from India, masters from America, USA, Australia, Austria, wherever they are. Learn from everybody and implement it. Only when you implement it, that's when you transform. Learning itself is not easy, not enough. reading, and then from then to application. The wisdom is what helps you to lead your life in a healthy and happy way. So that's all about me, Satya. That's all about my journey with my books. It doesn't matter how many books you read, not the quantity, but the quality. How much you apply in your life is what is the key factor here. Thank you. Thank you. Satya, you're on mute.
Thank you so much, Divya. Your life is a book, like a book. Our life is always like a book, you know. But the how you turn your life as as a happy life with the kids, with the social, with the all things through the books. How you got the knowledge? I was so impressed. Uh, really, you spoken really the truth. So many people says I don't have time, I can't read, but once you start one book, then your life is an example like that. Our everyone, for example, my experience can share. Uh, I don't know about souls and this thing, that thing. I never believed. I don't know, but we know about background India. We have souls and coming next birth and next time, next and next. But here, I thought I never read the Soul's Journey, that book, but I heard the experiences of persons who's really they experienced near death and like that. Then the Soul's Journey also I heard about it. Then I thought in the meditation, you don't do meditation, you are zero. Really, I'm telling, we are zero whenever we are doing meditation. Then we came to know what we are, what that things, and the books also helps a lot. This really that I thought that really the struggles are in the family. Each and everybody have that struggles. Each and every person having the problems. And then we are thinking about this and that in future and past, and then we have forgotten ourselves what we are. That is the thing. Today is a very wisdom knowledge you shared, and thank you so much for it. But I also experienced like that. Yeah, okay. Why I'm here? Why I married with this Austrian? I can marry in India. Also get a nice person like that. I used to think about that always. But I like my husband. I love my husband. I missed India sometimes. That's why I thought. Then whenever I came, I did the meditation Anapanasati. Patrisar teachings, and some people teachings like that. Souls, you told souls, we are not, we are all are planned, came to the earth to the experience our life. I experienced it. Then I thought, oh, okay. So, since then, I never said no complaints, nothing. It was really meditation helped a lot, and books also help a lot, and the wisdom sharings like you, the masters who's experienced, listening to them, and then it was really can change our life. We can, what do you say, we can create our life how we want. That is real. But your book is your deep depression, the Jonathan Livingston Siegel, that was nice book. Everybody should read that. That is, everybody should read that. You
It's a very
given already
small book, Satya,
suggestions.
very small book.
Thank you so much, Divya, for your presence and for your knowledge and for your wisdom. I'm saying thank you. And also, friends, next week, again, two masters, Tuesday and Wednesday. Please join with us and and share the wisdom sharing by the masters who's experienced, explored, really explored, experienced. Really, Divya said that just reading book is not not a matter. You know, reading the book, the inhalt is inside what it is. Practice. So practice is very, very important. Yes, that you really told very nice things. Thank you so much again for coming to the PMC Austria and then sharing your wisdom. Thank you so much again. Then yeah, friends, any questions? No questions. Then today is Divya is coming again one day, question and answers, and again more wisdom to share. Listen from you. That's very nice. Thank you once again, Divya. And Master Divya, thank you so much.
Satya. Thank you.
So,
I think Swati is unmuted. Swati,
yeah, Swati
any
is there.
questions?
Yeah.
Any comments?
No. Thank you, Divya. Actually, it was great experience. Books reading is not important. Important is that was implementation is important.
Yes.
Yeah, it was very nice. Thank you.
Thank you.